Another thing too about lifestyle content, don't be robotic, okay? You don't want to be stiff. If you're not stiff in your everyday life, don't be stiff when it comes to being on camera. What is up, good people? Welcome and welcome back to another video. Listen, if you do not know who I am by now, then I'm gonna need you to join the family, okay? Because I got something to say. So I feel like this has been a really popular topic, right? When it comes to creating lifestyle content. Like, you should niche, you should not niche down. Don't put yourself in a box. While I do agree with all of that, trust me, I get it, okay? Being in a niche, it does make you feel like you are in that box, okay? And that you are trying to constantly figure out what you're gonna do inside that box. However, lifestyle content has pretty much started being that girl, okay? When it comes to being like a creator, an influencer, a lot of people are now tending to flock more to lifestyle creators and things like that. But you know what I am not seeing a lot in these internet streets, okay? And that is simply, how do you create lifestyle content? Now pay attention to the things I say in this video because I'm doing them on purpose, okay? For example, you guys saw how I was pretty much just pouring myself a glass of water, okay? Y'all know black people, we keep water on the floor. I don't want to hear it, okay? I don't want to hear it. I keep my water on the floor because I like to put ice in my water and create a moment, okay? That's a part of my lifestyle. That's a part of when I get thirsty and I want to pour myself a glass of water. That is the process, okay? But that specific piece of content is a B-roll, so it's giving you kind of like that video version of like an off guard, right? So when it comes to creating lifestyle content, let me go ahead and share some tips with you so that if you want to be a lifestyle creator, you know what to do and you have help now that you've seen this video. Keep watching so that way you can learn everything you need to know to get yourself started. Before I get started, y'all, get into the earrings, get into the Louis Vuitton, okay? First of all, $20, okay? Because one thing's for sure, two things for certain, your girl believes in being bougie on a budget, okay? So y'all see what I did there? I pretty much talked about things that I'm wearing and my lifestyle when it comes to buying expensive things, right? And just buying material things and things that I love personally as a woman. So when it comes to lifestyle content, I want you to honestly just think about showcasing your everyday life. This is content that needs to be as effortless as possible, okay? So if you're new here, let me just share my lifestyle with you, okay? So I work from home, I work in tech, and I also make YouTube videos like the one you're watching right now. So what I recently did was pretty much make a vlog of showing my everyday life of a black girl working in tech who is also a YouTuber. If that ain't the most realist type of content ever, because I have a shared life like a lot of black women in this world who work in tech, and if they aren't a YouTuber or a content creator, then they might be aspiring to be one. So my content now is really just centered around what it looks like being able to balance both worlds, being able to work your 9 to 5 and complete everything, meet the expectations of your job, while on the flip side still keeping up with your content, kind of like putting your brain in two different spaces. So my content is centered around inspiring, informing, honey, entertaining, a whole bunch of things, okay? And that's my lifestyle, just showing you my everyday walk of what it looks like working my tech job at home and also filming my YouTube videos, like, period. That's it. But along the way, my lifestyle content can also include the types of food that I eat, right? Where I'm traveling to, what's going on in my day-to-day life, week by week, month to month. So I don't want you to stress over making lifestyle content when it's literally what you do inheritedly. That is your lifestyle content, okay? You can find so many lifestyle content inspo when it comes to TikTok, Instagram, here on YouTube. There's a lot of content you can mirror when it comes to being able to create lifestyle content for yourself. So now that we've talked about pretty much what you have to get comfortable with and accepting what your lifestyle is, now let's talk more about creating it. So when it comes to learning how to create lifestyle content, I'm not even about to hold you, okay? The first thing that you're gonna have to do is get comfortable with your everyday life, okay? So if you are someone, let's just say you're a teacher, or let's just say you work from home, whatever your regular life is, that is what is included with the lifestyle content. If you're sharing your life with how you are a coffee connoisseur or coffee lover, if you love to travel, if you are a mom and you're documenting your life as either a new mom, a stay-at-home mom, a working mom, honey, any type of mom, that's your style of content. So what I want you to wrap your mind around is that when it comes to creating lifestyle content, it is about your everyday life, my friend, which means it also should be very effortless and it should not be forced. You need to be able to get comfortable with being on camera. I know this might be weird, okay, when it comes to filming yourself, hearing your own voice. Listen, I get it, okay? I don't have the bubbly personality. I never will, and I'm not gonna start when my camera starts, right? So when it comes to creating lifestyle content, it's the most authentic and raw type of content that you will ever create. Y'all, my lashes are literally falling off, like struggle bus. And I don't have on any makeup. And I did that on purpose because another thing with lifestyle content is that it shows the real you, or it should. If you don't wear makeup every day, which, hello, exposing myself. If you don't wear makeup every day, if that's just not your thing, if you only wear makeup like when you go out with your girls or go out with your boo, whatever you want to do, that should also be included in your lifestyle content. You see a lot of vloggers pretty much getting up, starting their camera, they may be brushing their teeth, fixing their coffee and things like that. A lot of the times, these creators are showing you themselves before they get all dressed up, okay? So one thing I want to point out when it comes to making lifestyle content is that it's all about you. Do you, be you, okay? Because that's going to be the best thing you do for yourself and your channel, period. All right, y'all, so I pretty much picked up my camera and I'm walking with my camera, right? So I'm showing you pretty much just how it looks like from my view when I'm walking to my kitchen. I might put my camera down right here, okay? So that way you guys can see what I'm doing in my kitchen and things like that. Your lifestyle content should be able to give people their real deal lens of what it looks like when you are living your life, pretty much. So if I'm like walking to my kitchen, then I'll set my camera in a way that makes it look like people are here with me walking to my kitchen, okay? You want to make it as realistic and pretty much inviting as much as you can when it comes to creating lifestyle content. Oh, for an example, lifestyle content can look like what it looks like when you're actually working, especially if you work from home, you're fully remote. You can pretty much, again, invite people into what it feels like when you're working from home and what that looks like for you. So those were just some examples that I wanted to show you guys really just in real time what it looked like creating lifestyle content. Again, you have to imagine your audience being here with you, right? They want to see what it looks like the way you live your life. So you have to imagine them here when you're filming that lifestyle content, because I know it's kind of weird filming in front of a camera. There's no physical person, I get it. But when it comes to lifestyle content, you have to create the illusion that your audience is right in front of you. The biggest benefit of lifestyle content is that you can do a lot of things, right? So you're no longer in a box when it comes to being a content creator. I personally think that lifestyle content is on the rise, and a part of me wish I would have did it sooner. However, everybody's journey when it comes to growing on these platforms is different, and I never will regret how I started because it helped me get here, right? Because y'all know it is levels to the growth, okay? So let me go ahead and touch more on B-roll footage. So like I said, B-roll footage is pretty much like a video off guard. You pretty much set your camera wherever you think is going to really capture what you're doing in the moment that seems very natural. Another thing too about lifestyle content, don't be robotic, okay? You don't want to be stiff. If you're not stiff in your everyday life, don't be stiff when it comes to being on camera. People are going to notice that. People are going to be like, why she do this like this? Like if you don't wear makeup every day, girl, don't break your neck putting on makeup if you don't, okay? If you don't talk in a high-pitched voice like, oh my gosh, welcome to my channel. You want to be as natural and authentic as you can, okay? And I know this may sound weird, but you'll be surprised that a lot of people go through imposter syndrome because they're coming off as something as they're not, just for the views, the audience, the money. And I'm telling you right now, you ain't got to do any of that, okay? So when it comes to being able to feel natural and just raw on camera, I just merely say that you should just practice. If you really want to take this seriously and you want to show people your everyday life, you think your life is interesting, even if it doesn't really have a lot of stuff going on, it could be interesting to you enough to share it, okay? So when it comes to being comfortable on camera, that requires you to practice. I don't know anyone who just like that can be comfortable on camera without having to practice. I've had to practice a couple of times, okay? Like I wasn't always this comfortable on camera, just showing my personality, showing the way that I talk, knowing that I don't have this high-pitched voice. I'm an alto, okay? I don't walk around sounding how I'm not supposed to sound, okay, if that makes sense. But what I'm saying is it took me a minute to get here. I had to practice my camera presence. I had to practice how to be confident on camera. I had to really get over the hump that not every time I film a video, I'm gonna feel like putting makeup on. You know why? That's because I know that there are a lot of people out there that still struggle with feeling comfortable on camera with their natural skin. So for me, a lot of my lifestyle content, I make sure that I show myself looking kind of crusty, okay? Like I said, y'all, my eyelashes are hanging on. And I don't have on any foundation on purpose because intentionally, this video is to reach, even if it reaches one person, intentionally, this video is to help you start feeling comfortable with creating lifestyle content. This video is not for you to come on here and be like, oh my gosh, her skin look flawless, she look good. That's not my intent, okay? My intent is to educate you and to let you know that you can do it too, because if I can, baby, you can. So I say all that to say, you have to practice when it comes to filming your lifestyle content. It's not gonna come easy. It ain't gonna come overnight, okay? So just be sure that if you wanna take this seriously, you are taking the time to practice. You are taking the time to pretty much know your angles, okay? Learn your lighting, know where you're gonna film, get your B-roll footage, get everything that you need when it comes to putting together a lifestyle video, how you want that to come off to your audience. So in short, don't overcomplicate it, okay? Again, this is how you are in your everyday life. If you know that every day you cook after work or you like to cook yourself breakfast, include that in your videos. And you know you want to take your dog or cat, I'm gonna say cat, for a walk. If you know you want to take your dog for a walk and you want to film that, then go ahead and do that. If it's a part of your everyday life, you need to make sure you include it in your lifestyle video. So that's it, y'all, okay? When it comes to creating lifestyle content, make it what you feel is best for you. It is about your everyday life, whatever you do in your lifestyle, whether it's fitness centered, skincare centered, okay, work centered, finance centered, whatever it may be. Just know that it's a shared lifestyle with millions of people out there that also want to see what it's like, either balancing two worlds, right? So if you are in a finance lifestyle and you're a content creator, there may be somebody who also want to get on this content creator bag, okay? And they want to see how it's done. Y'all just don't know how much people just like to watch other people do stuff. That's it. That is literally it. People are conditioned and entertained in watching other people do things. So when I tell you, don't sleep on yourself and don't make it complicated when it comes to creating lifestyle content, okay? All right, good people. So that is it with today's video on how to create lifestyle content, okay? So what you waiting on? Go ahead and get your lifestyle content started, especially if you want to start doing this for 2022 and beyond. Another thing about lifestyle content is that it helps you build a community, okay? So people who are going to naturally be connected to you, they're going to want to see what you're doing in your everyday life. So don't feel that your life is boring. Don't feel that your life is dull, because sometimes that's what people like, okay? Some people like a lot of simplistic things. So don't overcomplicate it and don't be so hard on yourself. So thank y'all so much for watching today's video. Subscribe if you're liking the vibe, okay? As always, don't forget to drink your water, mind your business, and always choose yourself first, okay? And also start creating your lifestyle content. My name is Alex if you're new here, and I'll catch y'all in my next video. Bye.